So welcome to this video series on aptitude presented by Mentors for IAS in association with Bangalore IAS Academy and Namak APSC. So in this particular session, we will be continuing with time, speed and distance. However, uh, in time, speed and distance, we will be solving problems based on average speed. We will be solving problems based on average speed. Now, for me to explain this concept of average speed, let us consider an example. Say, for example, you and your friend have now purchased a luxury car. You and your friend have now purchased a luxury car, for example. And this particular car is able to reach speeds of around 300 kilometers per hour. So you and your friend decide to take it for a drive and you cover 45 kilometers. You cover 45 kilometers, say in 1.5 hours. In 1.5 hours, 1.5 hours. Uh, Now at the end of the drive, you check to see your average speed and you come to realize that your average speed for 1.5 hours where you've covered 45 kilometers is only 30 kilometers per hour. The average speed is only 30 kilometers per hour. You're actually shocked because you are pretty sure that in this 1.5 hours you have reached 100 kilometers per hour at least. You've at least touched 100 kilometers per hour, but your average speed still remains to be 30 kilometers per hour. Now, this is because average speed of an object is nothing but the total distance. It is nothing but the total distance traveled by the object divided by the total time divided by the total time taken to cover the distance. This average speed is actually a scalar quantity. It is a scalar quantity, meaning what? It is only defined by its magnitude. However, you also have average velocity, which is a vector quantity, which is a vector quantity. Now, whenever you have a vector quantity, it is defined by magnitude and direction. Now, the reason I'm actually telling you this is that whenever it comes to average speed, there are different cases. Okay, you cannot always take the average speed as you cannot determine the average speed only by determining the arithmetic mean of the different speeds that you get. You cannot just take the arithmetic mean of the different speeds that you get to arrive at the average speed. So I will explain to you the different cases that we have when it comes to average speed. Okay, now this I want you to remember. What are the different cases when it comes to average speed? So this is your first case. First case. Now the first case is when time is constant. When time is constant. Say for example, you are going from A to B and from B to C. You're going from A to B and from B to C. Now, if you're going from A to B, from A to B, you go at X kilometers per hour, and from B to C at Y kilometers per hour. At Y kilometers per hour. Now, while traveling from A to B at X kilometers per hour, you take time T. Now, since the condition is that time is constant, when traveling from B to C at speed Y, time is again constant, it is T itself. Now, this would obviously mean that the distance, that is from A to B is not equal to B to C. The distance is not constant. The distance is not constant. Only the time is constant. So you travel from A to B at x kilometers per hour and you take time t. Similarly, you travel from B to C at y kilometers per hour. Again, the time remains the same, that is time t. But therefore, distance varies. The distance between A to B is not equal to distance between B to C. Then if you have to find out the average speed, you can take the arithmetic mean of the two speeds. It will be x plus y divided by 2. It is x plus y divided by 2. Very simple, correct? Now I'll give you the second case. Now the second case is when distance is constant. This is when distance is constant, meaning, say you're going from A to B again, A to B, and from B to C, where the distance, that is from A to B, is equal to the distance between B to C, where you go from A to B covering distance t at x kilometers per hour, and from B to C you cover the same distance d at y kilometers per hour. Now for the same distance, if the speed varies, what does this mean? The time taken to cover distance AB, that is nothing but d, is not equal to the time taken to cover the distance between B to C, which is also nothing but dc. So here time is not constant. Time is not constant. Then if you have to determine the average speed is not the arithmetic mean. Please remember this. Now if you want to determine the average speed, then it is 2xy divided by x plus y. It is 2xy divided by x plus y. Another scenario how the same situation can be played out is, you have A to B. Okay, now the distance remains the same, right? You go from A to B at x kilometers per hour, and you return from B to A, you return back to A at y kilometers per hour. Now see here, the distance remains the same. It is nothing but A to B and B to C. The distance remains the same, but you're traveling at different speeds in onward journey and return journey. Therefore, the time varies. Then again, in this kind of scenario where the return time is different, now the average speed is nothing but 2x by x plus y. Or sometimes it could say, from going from A to B, at one time it is x kilometers per hour, when I am going some other time it is y kilometers per hour. Now what is the average speed? Again it is 2xy divided by x plus 5. Please remember this. This is not very important. Even today, since we are solving problems based on average speed, I will be solving problems using this particular formula rather than this, because this is more important. Most of the problems that you get based on average speed will be from this, that is average speed equal to 2xy divided by x plus y. Then finally I'll give you the third condition. Okay, now this is when a body travels different distances at different speeds. This is when a body travels uh, different distances at different times, also at different speeds if necessarily. Not always necessary that it has to be different speeds, but it may be different speeds. But what I'm trying to say is, the distance remains different, the time also remains different. So then if you want to find the average speed, the average speed will be the total time taken to travel the total distance. Say for example, again you are going from A to B, from B to C. A to B is distance d1, B to C is distance t2. You take time t1 to cover this distance, you take time t2 to cover this distance. Then if you want the average speed, average speed will be total distance divided by total time. Now if you are finding it difficult to remember these two conditions, more or less the third condition, that is average speed equal to total distance to total time, more or less will hold good always. it will always hold good. If you don't want to remember these two things, you can simply always go for average speed is equal to total distance by total time. You'll get a better hang of it when we solve problems. Okay, so these are the three conditions which I've just mentioned for your for the sake of your understanding. But however, for a better understanding, we'll have to always solve problems. So next we'll move on to solving problems now. Okay, so now moving on to problems. First problem. Okay, now this is a very simple problem. Now the problem says a man went to a place at 40 kilometers per hour and returned at 60 kilometers per hour. Find his average speed. This is very simple. This is the very same scenario which I had explained earlier. So a man is going from A to B. A man is going from A to B at 40 kilometers per hour. At 40 kilometers per hour. While returning, he returns back at 60 kilometers per hour. Okay, now don't you think the distance is constant? The distance is constant. However, since the speed varies, the time taken to cover the same distance varies. The time taken to cover the same distance varies. Then if the question is asking for average speed, what did I mention? How do you calculate average speed? This average speed is nothing but 2xy divided by x plus y, where x is one speed. You could take it as 40 kilometers per hour. There is no such thing as it has to be the lower speed itself. It could be 40 or 60, whatever it is. Okay, it could be anything. Now you cannot go with total distance by total time, because you don't have, see, I told you earlier that if not for the first two cases, you can always use the third case, where average speed is nothing but total distance divided by total time. But here you have no idea about what the distance is, what the time is. You have no idea about what is the distance or what is the time. Then you'll have to obviously go with 2xy divided by x plus y. Therefore it is not always advisable to only to not remember these things. So you have to remember average speed. Here in this case it is 2xy divided by x plus y, because without this, most of you, what would you do? You would simply take 40 plus 60 divided by 2. What is this? 100 by 2 is equal to 50 kilometers per hour. This is what we would do. I told you, it is not the arithmetic mean. Average speed is not the arithmetic mean of the two speeds. So if you're going to do the arithmetic mean, you have 50 kilometers per hour. Do you have 50 kilometers per hour in the options? Of course you have. Then you're going to mark option A, which is the wrong option. It is the wrong answer. And the correct method of solving it is to take average speed as 2xy divided by x plus y. So what is this? 2 into x is 40 kilometers per hour into y. We'll take y as 60 kilometers per hour divided by x plus y, that is nothing but 40 plus 60. So what do you have here? You have 2 into 40 into 60 divided by 40 plus 60 is 100. So 0 0 cancels. 4 2s are 8. 8 into 6, 8 5 is 40, 8 6 are 48. So therefore it is 48 kilometers per hour, not 50 kilometers per hour. Therefore the correct answer option is 48 kilometers per hour. Okay, I hope you understood this. This was a very simple question. You should be lucky if you get such simple questions. Usually not. You will not be getting such simple questions. Fine then. Next question. Now, here, question 2 says a car covered one third of the distance at 10 kilometers per hour, the next one third distance at 20 kilometers per hour, and the last one third distance at 60 kilometers per hour. So now again, okay, the question is not clear. You have to again determine the average speed. Determine the average speed. Now the question is saying a person is covering one third of the distance at 10 kilometers per hour, one third of the distance at 20 kilometers per hour, and the last one third of the distance at 60 kilometers per hour. So let me say he is going from A to B at 10 kilometers per hour, from B to C at 20 kilometers per hour, and from C to D at 60 kilometers per hour. Okay, so is the distance constant? Yes, the distance is constant. It says one third the distance, one third the distance, and one third the distance. Okay, so distance is constant. It is if the total distance, if I'm going to say the total distance is d, if the total distance is d, then this would be d by 3, this would be d by 3, this would be d by 3, because it is one third the distance. So the distance remains constant, but time of course varies. Then how do you find out average speed? Now here I want you to remember. Now earlier I did mention that average speed is nothing but 2xy divided by x plus y. But in this case, you don't have two speeds, rather you have three speeds. You have x as 10 kilometers per hour, you have y as 20 kilometers per hour, and you have z as 60 kilometers per hour. Okay, then what do you do to determine the speed? Then what do you do to determine the speed? So then what you can do is, instead of 2xy divided by x plus y, you can take it as 3xyz divided by x into y plus y into z plus x into z. So then you'll have to remember this formula as well. If you do have four different speeds, usually it is never going to be given. If at all four different speeds is given, if at all it is given, then usually it is only up till three speeds. Okay, so 3xy divided by xy plus yz plus xz is enough. But if at all it is given, you can just xyz, I'll write it as ABCD instead of XYZ. Okay, so you have four different speeds. You have 4 ABCD, then it will be divided by ABC plus ABD, ABC plus ABD plus ACD plus BCD. Okay, so you can just remember it. If you have four different speeds which is given, but never so, usually you only have up to three speeds. Usually you only have it up to three speeds. So can you solve this problem now? What is average speed? It is 3 into what is x, 10, what is y, 20, what is z, it is 60. Okay, now divided by xy, xy is 10 into 20 is 200, divided by y into z, y into z is what, 6 2s are 12,200, divided plus xz, xz is what, 10 into 60 is 600. Okay, so what do you have here? You have, let me write it here, you have 3 into 10 into 20 into 60 divided by 1400, 600, it is 2000. This is nothing but 2000. Now all zeros cancelled, 2 also gone. What do you have remaining? Nothing but 6 and 3. 6 into 3 is 18 kilometers per hour. 6 into 3 is 18. Do we have 18? Yes, of course we have 18 kilometers per hour. Don't do 20 plus 10 is 30, 30 plus 60 is 90, 90 divided by 3 is again 30. 90 divided by 3 is 30 kilometers per hour. That would mean it is option A. It is not option A, it is option D. Therefore, the correct answer is 18 kilometers per hour. Now again, if you don't want to remember this particular uh, method over here, what I can suggest is maybe you can go with this method. Let me just erase, I'll just erase all this. Okay, So now, what can you do if you don't want to do it by 3xy z divided by xy divided by xy plus yz plus xz? Okay. Then what you can do is, if you want to determine the average speed, is now I did mention that average speed can be maybe determined by some other way as well. So I'll tell you as to how can you determine it. Now what I will do is, okay, let me say the average speed is s. Let me say the average speed is s. Okay, now what is it total time taken to cover the entire distance? Total time taken is nothing but the distance covered, the total distance covered by the average speed, by the average speed, correct? The total time taken is nothing but the total distance covered at the average speed. Total time is also equal to time t1, time t2, time t3. Total time is also equal to nothing but the time taken to cover distance AB, the time taken to cover distance BC, and the time taken to cover distance CD. So can I say ds is equal to t1 plus t2 plus t3? Of course. What is t1? T1 is nothing but what? D by 3 divided by 10, correct? Distance covered at 10 kilometers per hour is what? This D by 3 plus D by 3 divided by 20 kilometers per hour plus D by 3 divided by 60 kilometers per hour. I did say, right, average speed is also nothing but total distance divided by total time. I'm just taking total time here and I'm bringing average speed here. Therefore, you get total time is equal to total distance divided by average speed, that is d by s. This is also equal to the individual times taken. Total time is equal to the individual time taken, t1 plus t2 plus t3. Then I get t by 3, d by 3, d by 3 divided by 10, 20 and 60 respectively. So further solving it by this method, I get d by 30, this 3 into 10, d by 60 plus d by 6 is a 180 over here. Okay, so I can take LCM as 180 itself. I can take LCM as 180 itself. 3 6 okay, plus 6 3s are okay, and 1s are itself. So this is equal to how much? 6 3 9 9 plus 1 10. I get 10d by 180. This 0 0 gets cancelled. So what do we have? ds is equal to d by 18, correct? ds is equal to d by 18. D and D gets cancelled. What are we left with? S is equal to 18 kilometers per hour, correct? It is very same thing. Okay, you can instead of 3 speeds, even when you have 2 speeds, you can do it by this method, no problem. You can do it by this method. But I feel if you can remember average speed as xy divided by x plus y, you can simply do it as soon as possible. However, you can also do it by this method. You'll get the same answer, which is 18 kilometers per hour. Let us move on to the next question now. Okay, question number 3. Now, question number 3 says a person travels from P to Q at a speed of 40 kilometers per hour and returns by increasing his speed by 50%. What is his average speed? This is a very simple question. The only thing that you have to take into consideration is the change in speed. So, sorry, from P to Q. Okay, a person travels from P to Q at a speed of 40 kilometers per hour. While returning, he increases his speed by 50%. What is his average speed? How can you determine the increase in 50%? Nothing but 40 into 1.5, or you could say if 40 is 100%, how much is 150%? So it is nothing but 40 into 150 divided by 100. 53 is a 52 is a 220, 3 into 20 is 60. So he returns by 60 kilometers per hour. Now don't you think it is very simple? It is very simple. It is equivalent to the first problem that we had done. So this is the only extra step over here. So now if you want to determine the average speed, if you want to determine the average speed, how do you determine the average speed? This is nothing but 2xy divided by x plus y, where x is 40 into y, that is 60. 40 plus 60, that is 100. 0 and 0 gets cancelled. 6 4 the 24. 24 2 the 48 kilometers per hour. So it is C. It is answer C. 48 kilometers per hour. Yes. I hope by now you are getting a hang of it. Next problem. Question number 4. Now, question number 4 says a man travels from A to B, a distance of 250 kilometers in 5.5 hours. He returns to A in 4 hours 30 minutes. What is his average speed? A man travels from A to B, from A to B, a distance of 250 kilometers. A distance of 250 kilometers. Okay. Now, onward journey he takes 5.5 hours. Return journey he takes 4.5 hours. He takes 4.5 hours. Now, what is the average speed? Now, in this particular case, the speed itself is not given. Rather, we have to determine the speed. Once we determine the speed, we can once again take average speed is equal to 2xy divided by x plus y. Then what is x? X can be 250 divided by 5.5, or I can say 2500 divided by 55 if I wanted to. Similarly, y is 250 divided by 4.5 or 2500 divided by 45, just to remove this decimal point over here. Then I go back to the same thing. Okay, so I get 2 into 250 divided by, or 2500 divided by, what do you get, 55 into 2500 divided by 45. The whole thing. Now don't get, don't be troubled by the big numbers. You simply have to calculate. It gets easier. You get what here? You get 2500 divided by 55 plus 2500 divided by 45. I should have written it a bit smaller. Okay, I'll take it here now. So I get what? 2 into 2500 into 2500 divided by 55 into 45. Whole thing I take LCM. And I also take 2500 common outside. I take 2500 common outside. I get 45 plus 55 divided by 55 into 45. So next what I will do is I will simply cancel this and this. What are we left with? We are left with 2 into 2500 into 2500 divided by this 2500 into 45 plus 55. What is 45 plus 55? 90, 95, 100. So this and this cancels. 100 and 0 cancels. What are we left with? 2 into 25. 25 into 2 is nothing but 50 kilometers per hour. So the answer is D, 50 kilometers per hour. The correct option is D, 50 kilometers per hour. We'll move on to the next question now. Okay, question number 5. Now, question number 5 says a boy goes to school from home at a speed of 3 kilometers per hour and returns at a speed of 2 kilometers per hour. If he takes 5 hours in going and coming, what is the distance between his house and school? So the boy is going from his home to his school. Okay, he goes to school from his home at a speed of 3 kilometers per hour. He returns back from school to home at 2 kilometers per hour. Okay, he takes 5 hours in going and coming. The total time taken is nothing but 5 hours. Okay, so now the question is asking for the distance between the home and the school. Now obviously distance remains the constant over here. Distance remains constant over here. How do you determine the distance now? Now I told you average speed is equal to total distance divided by total time. Now the question is asking for distance. Now here again I will explain the catch here, but I want you to understand the question is asking for the distance between the home and the school. The question is not asking for the total distance. However, we will be finding out the total distance. So you always have to read the question. I always say please read the question, understand what the question is actually asking for. So can we determine the average speed? Yes, we can determine the average speed. Do we have the total time? Yes, we have the total time, that is 5 hours. So we'll first determine the average speed, which is nothing but 2 into xy divided plus x plus y, where x and y are the two different speeds, that is 3 kilometers per hour and 2 kilometers per hour. So 3 plus 2 is 5 kilometers per hour. Nothing can be cancelled. 2 3s are 6, 6 2s are 12. So the average speed is 12 by 5 kilometers per hour. So we have average speed, we have total time. Therefore, what is total distance? What is total distance? Total distance is nothing but average speed, which we just found out, into total time. Into total time. What is this? This is nothing but 12 by 5 into total time taken 5. 5 gets cancelled, 12 kilometers. Now, I told you earlier, there's a catch. You got what? 12 kilometers. As soon as you get 12 kilometers, what will you go and mark? You will mark option D. Is the question asking for the total distance? No. What is the total distance? Going from home to school and returning from school to home. This is the total distance, 12 kilometers. But what is the question asking for? Only the distance between the home and the school. Then what is the correct answer? It is 12 by 2. It is actually 6 kilometers, not 12 kilometers. Please don't make such silly mistakes over here. So I hope you understood on how to solve problems when it comes to average speed. It is not very difficult. You should be able to solve it very easily. Okay, so I have included a few practice questions. Just a moment. Let me just clear this. I have included a few practice questions. Please do try to solve them. So there are 4 practice questions, the answers for which will be posted in the comment section. If you do have any doubts, please do write to us. Please do follow us for more such videos where we will be solving more and more problems. I hope this concept of average speed has been clear to everyone. It is actually very simple. You should be able to solve it. So thank you for watching. In the next video, I'll be continuing with more problems.